Good morning, crypto friends. How we doing out there? Today is Friday, March 5th, and having a look at the heat map. We're still waiting to go red to green. Some of the altcoins and tokens have already started to turn, so let's look at the charts. Starting with Bitcoin, BTC, USD. Excuse me. We're looking at the 1 hour time frame here. As you can see, we overshot the buy zone that we had set up here. So let's go ahead and get that fixed real quick for you. Here we are. Move that down there. Perfect. So as you can see, we came down and managed to put down some support. We have a double bottom here. A few more support levels that we could fall back on here. So support would be 47,056.25 USD. Looking at resistance right here on this 26-day moving average. We do have the 12-day coming up underneath. So looking for a cross to maybe happen middle of the day today. So here would be your entry point in this green shaded area. Your target would be up here around the 51.6. Then you'd want to put your stop loss, should you choose to do so, just below down here in case we fall through this new level of support here. And do anticipate resistance at the 47,984.50 right on this 26-day moving average. Moving on, BTC USD. Let's have a look at DOT, Polkadot. Very similar. We're right here in this buy zone. We're going to watch this one a little bit more closely, I should say. We got to maintain this level of support. We'd probably want to take this one once we got to close above these two previous candles. Keeping an eye on the volume. RSI is down here in the bottom range, so we got plenty of wiggle room to the upside. For DOT USD, support at 32.78, resistance 33.70. If you're out there, don't be too shy to say hi. Say something in the chat. Moving on to BNB USD. BNB. BNB. Binance coin. Sorry. Support level at 220.82 and resistance, we're going to have some more down this way first. 226.90. Trying to get above this 26-day moving average, so that's what we'll be watching. Again, with this one, you would have your entry point right in this green area. Good chance that we could come back down to retest this 12-day. That would be a good sign to get in. And then, of course, you've got all the support down here, so you'd have your stop just below there to be safe. Again, this is not financial advice. This is some dude on the internet teaching you how to chart. And you see the target range that we have set, and we're using the Fibonacci retracements on both the retracement down and the back up. So moving on to IOTA. IOTA. Massive swing to the upside on IOTA. We've been watching this one bang around in this no trade zone for quite some time, and we did manage to break out. Unfortunately, I think right now, if you're not in it already, it'd be kind of late to the party. As lots of profit taking all the way down, bought this candle all the way back down to here. So we'll set support right down there at the 1.35 resistance. Previous candle here to 1.47. IOTA USD. Moving on to ADA, Cardano. Had a big, massive wick on this guy here. I don't know what. Somebody sold that one all the way down there. if that was just a big market order that didn't go right for them. Excuse me. So as you can see, we are dead center right on the 50. That's not a official Fibonacci number, 50%, but does bring a lot of clarity most of the time. It will retrace up and down to the 50. And as you can see, we're just bouncing right off of it as we speak. So we can move our resistance up to 1.140 and support. You're going to be right there at the 1.11. Moving on to Link, Chain Link, USD. Just popped out here for out of the buy zone on this climb. We do have some range left. Let's check this, see what we would be going here. Okay, you still have 8% if you got in now. But I would look for it to retrace back down into this zone here and then for the bounce. But just in case, let's set support at the 26.40 and resistance up here at the 26.969. As you see, we're trying to get through that level. Had one shot at it here and another, this little spinning top there. And light on the volume, I should mention. Moving on to Ethereum, ETH USD. So we've taken off the Fibonacci. Let's redraw them real quick, if you permit me to do so. Shouldn't take me just a minute here. Yeah, go to this move here. As you can see, I drew that upside down. Let me grab it. There we go. That's more like it. You want the 100% on the bottom because we want to see when we go up to retrace back down to the 38 area. Now, to scoot over a little bit, let's do the inversion of that Fibonacci, which would be here. And I think go top to bottom this time. Correct? Nope. Moving kind of slow today. There we are. Now, a couple of rectangles and we're all set. Here we go. Then we're going to go on the 786 and the 886 right here is our buy channel. We'll make that green. Make it green means go. And then we'll just copy that real quick. Take that one if we can get a click on it. There we go, up to the top here to the corresponding Fibonacci's. There we go. Double click. And there we are. Get that red. And there we are. So as you can see, just climbing out of the buy zone here. So we got some wiggle room left. Keeping an eye on support, which would be down here at the 1468.52 resistance. Trying to get, we'd probably need to go to the 30-minute just to see where that was. Clear. Yeah, there we go. Trying to get through this resistance here, but we do have the 12 and 26 coming underneath, curling up, which is a good sign. Volume is relatively good, so green light for ETH USD. Moving on. XLM, Stellar. Where you at there, Stellar? There we are, right there. Huh. Okay, we did manage. You see, we had this one set up for this bounce right in here, but we fell through that support, so we'd have to move to cover that. And of course, that moves everything to there, to there, going over to the 1 hour again. Adjusting this one as well. You still with me? Hey, hope you're hanging in there. We'll fix this chart up real quick. Move on. A little bit of adjustment there. Okay, so looking for support now on right here at the 0.39. You're going to encounter some resistance when we get up to the 26-day moving average. And previous price pivot here to 0.40. 0.401 for XLM USD. Moving on to NU USD. And let's see, yeah, we did set a new level. The big candle here. We got to catch up in time here. So we'll come in with the support at, let's get 30-minute. Have a big W pattern here. So what you're looking to do is the W, you want to break this resistance and you're off to the races. Support at the 0.655, resistance up at the 0.681. And that is NU USD. That one's on Coinbase. For you Coinbasers out there. NMR USD, also on Coinbase. And Binance as well, if you're trading on Binance. As you can see, we just blasted through the buy zone here. Got the 12-day and 26-day underneath us for support. RSI is starting to climb and increasing volume. And just, you're going to have resistance at the 39.53 USD support. We can bring that up to right there. 38.58 for NMR USD. Moving on to Litecoin, LTC USD. As you can see, we could probably change this one up. We'll do that in tonight's watch list. But for now, we have support holding at the 169.51 and trying to get through all this price action up here, providing resistance. 176.64 on Litecoin. And not as prominent W pattern as we would see. Moving on to COMP, C-O-M-P USD, it's on our watch list. Just put the fib down on this one just to watch this. It's kind of in a no trade zone at the moment. Let's zoom out to the 1 hour. Look, see a little bit better. As you can see, we're kind of wiggling around in this. 444.07 USD for support. And then, as you can see, we're kind of nervous about what's underneath us here, so gonna watch that, and then a double top on the bodies of these candles in that wick. 458.10. Look for that to get through the 12, coming underneath 26 above us for Comp USD. Let's have a look at Basic Attention Coin, BAT USD. We can remove that. There we go. As you can see, we are riding along this 100-day moving average here on the 1 hour time frame, providing the support for the climb up. Do have support at the 0.6646 and resistance. But we're going to have a pretty dense area of resistance to get through right in here. There we go, 0.68. We are trending upward on the 100-day, and looks like we're going to get a cross here coming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 hours or so, if we can keep this momentum to the upside. There we go. That's BAT GRT USD. Hang in there with me, we're almost finished. We have support at the 1.75 now. Nice round psychological number to deal with, and then we're going to have resistance come in at the 1.80. Lighter, this one's lightly traded. Volumes underneath the average. RSI is pointing up, so you're right, dead center of that scale. Let's have a few looks at some DeFi tokens. There we are. And UNI, we added that one last night to the watch list. Add as a request. So this is kind of choppy right here. So we're going to look for support. Let's say right there on these two candles here. Good volume on those. So 26.94, resistance at 27.98. Going on to AAVE USD. Kind of the same. We've been in this descending pattern here, so trying to make our way up. So this one may be ready for some upside. Just going to watch the volume levels. There seem to be picking up a little. Support down here at the 341.37. You see this W pattern. We are trying to get through up to this next level. So let's zoom in 30 minutes. Let's see if we got some resistance right there. So this previous area here is going to be the 360.25 resistance. And MKR USD. We overshot the, we couldn't manage to hold this into this buy zone, so we did get sold down to a new support level. So we'll fix this one in tonight's watch list. Support down at the 2045.96. Resistance. Where are you at? Resistance right there. The 2129.94. Did forget to do DOGE. So let's run over to DOGE. DOGE has some good news. The Mark Cuban, who owns the Dallas Mavericks, announced that they're going to accept DOGE as payment for tickets to the games. So that's pretty cool. Let's see if that did anything to DOGE. Where you at? DOGE. There we are. So we are getting some excitement out of that. So we're going to have a new support level, 0.0495. And let's see, there we go. There's our resistance. As you see, we're probably going to stumble a little bit getting through this 100-day moving average, and then look for us to get up in the 0.05 again range. So we'll get that one all fixed up as well for tonight's watch list to keep an eye on that one. That is Doge USD. So a quick look over in the chat to see if anyone has any requests before we get out of here. Be sure and like, subscribe, do all those things for the YouTube algorithm. All right, we'll just check we'll check in with BTC one more time before we go. Looking at the Bitcoin dominance, kind of been wiggling around about the same, right at the 61.70% range. And going into Bitcoin, there we are. We're watching out for this candle here. That's an inverted hammer. So, watch your stops, do the right things. We will see you later on tonight at 6 p.m. Feel free to join us. Crypto Happy Hour. Thank you and have a great day.